go there to cut down the trees in the national park. It's during this time that the locals started discovering that there was something strange in the town of Glastonbury. Many of the locals would end up completely disappearing, and lots of people in the town reported hearing strange noises coming in the forest late at night. But eventually, after the logging boom, the town began to die out as less and less people had job opportunities in the area. And to this day, the town is a complete ghost town. All of the trees that the town had cut down during that time have now grown back, and this town stands surrounded with huge trees in the middle of the national parks. The town is now known for one of the best places to go hunting in America. It has some of the largest deer in the country to live there. But during the last 100 years of hunters going into this spot to hunt, there's been thousands of sightings of a mysterious Bennington creature that is apparently an 8-foot tall creature that's apparently gone missing in the area. But one of the most unexplained mysteries ever occurred in Bennington a 37-year-old named Carl Henrik in 1940. Carl and his cousin went off to go in town is. Everything's going fine on a hunting adventure until somehow Henry and Carl got separated during their hunts. Henry wasn't an experienced hunter like Carl was, so as soon as he realized that he had gotten lost and separated from Carl, he began yelling for his cousin's name. Carl, where are you? And after hours and hours of calling for his name with no response, he decided to go back to the camp and just wait for his cousin to show back up at the camp. Now, Henry was kind of far off from the camp, from about 30 minutes to hike all the way back, so he figured that maybe Carl was actually at the camp waiting for him. Maybe he had already caught a deer and brought it back to the camp. When he got to the camp, he realized the camp was completely empty. Carl was nowhere in sight. He started to get a feeling in his gut that something was wrong. And after a couple hours of his cousin Carl not returning to the camp, he decided to go back to civilization and get help. As soon as Henry got back to town, he set up a search and rescue team, which he actually helped look for his cousin Carl. It was a huge search and rescue team. Hundreds of people were combing the area looking for Carl, but still nothing was found. They could not find Carl anywhere. But on the third day of looking for his cousin Carl, it was Henry himself who found his cousin laying face down in a clearing, motionless. He rushed over to his cousin, fearing the worst, and when he flipped him over to see his face, it was clear that his cousin was dead. At first, he thought he got attacked by a wild animal, maybe a bear, a mountain lion, or even wolves. But upon closer examination, he discovered there was no markings at all on his body, no scratches, anything. There was no signs whatsoever that Carl died from an animal attack. Shortly after that, about 75 meters away from where they found Carl's body, they found his rifle leaning up against Catherine up to safety, and she warned her, you gotta be more careful swimming here. If you're not a good swimmer, stay away from the damn wall. It's really dangerous. So as this lady was explaining to Catherine she needs to be a lot more careful, Catherine's dad actually looked over and heard his daughter coughing like she was just drowning or something. And that's when he saw this strange lady talking to his daughter, and he immediately got sort of upset. He didn't really understand what was happening, so he began to wave at the lady. Hey, what are you doing? And that's when immediately she looked at him and said, "No, it's fine. I was just helping your daughter out. She almost drowned." After hearing this, he thanked the lady for helping his daughter and told his daughter, Catherine, "Hey, you gotta be more careful. You almost drowned." And she replied, "I know, Dad, I know. I'll be more careful, I swear." And she ran off to go play somewhere else around the dam. I guess she still wanted to play, but didn't want to go back in the water. I guess she was kind of freaked out by just what happened. She almost drowned, and a complete stranger had to rescue her. Now, this was okay with her father because this entire place was filled with kids playing all over the dam. It had huge rocks and everything. Tons of kids played all up around the dam. It was very safe, and Catherine's father had a clear eye of her daughter at all times. He would basically sit up on the side of the creek and he would watch his sons play in the water on one side. He could then turn and see his daughter Catherine playing on the rocks right by the dam on the other side, and he would look back and forth, keeping an eye out on all three of his kids kids at once. But at one point, he was watching his two sons play in the water when he turned back to look at Catherine, and she was completely missing. He literally had just seen her 1 second before near the top of the dam. He only glanced over at his two sons for about 5 seconds before looking back at Catherine. Catherine was much younger than her brother, so for the dad, looking after Catherine was his priority. But she was completely missing in just a blink of an eye. At first he thought maybe she ran down the path over by the dam or something like that, so he got up to actually go over there and look for himself for his daughter. And when he got over there, he discovered that she's nowhere to be seen. She's nowhere on the path around the rocks. She's not in the water. She's just gone. At this point, Catherine's father started to get really upset. He knew something was wrong with his daughter, Catherine. So immediately, from up on top of the dam, he looks at his two sons and he